Hey Libra. Hey, welcome to you. Welcome to your reading. All right, so we are going to pull an oracle card from my oracle deck here, which will set the theme for your reading. This reading applies for the next 2 weeks from whenever you're watching this. Okay, so this is the card we have for you. It says lavender, tranquility, kindness, self-care. Is this in reverse? Okay, it's in reverse. Okay, I'm hearing that self-care is needed, but it's not present right now. Yeah, self-care is needed right now. Okay. Let's get into this a little bit more. Is there anything else with that card? Hold on, because this feels fast. Honestly, it feels like this is a quick note, and then we're going to get into it. This is really interesting. Okay, so earlier, right before I started this recording, I was meditating on your energy, and Spirit had me pick up another oracle card off the top of the deck. And the oracle card was around rosemary, and on it, it said the word remembrance. Okay, so there's something, I see. Okay, so there's something I think that's buried in your memory that is coming to the surface over the next 2 weeks, or it has recently as you're coming into this reading. And Spirit really wants you to like take care of yourself as kind of this memory comes up. It feels really important, Libra. It feels really important somehow. I feel like it's there's something about it that shifts things. Yeah, there's something that shifts. And it's interesting because I'm getting that from sort of the roots. Like roots are normally like anchored and pretty stable, but for whatever reason, they're not coming through like that right now. It feels like it shifts things. Okay, one moment. Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to shift the light. Yeah, okay. All right, I felt like I needed to like shift the light and turn the lights down a little bit so you could see this better, because there's this like glare happening on these cards that hasn't happened with literally, who's reading? I just did Sagittarius's reading and I didn't have this issue, so I don't know why. It feels like there's something like, I feel like the card isn't appearing right, but I look fine, but there's like some sort of like kind of glow on this, which is really interesting. Yeah, I feel like this is going to shift something. Okay. Okay. Anything else? All right, so let's get into it. Let's just dive in with the cards, because this feels like it's a memory. It's a remembrance and like a memory that's coming up over the next 2 weeks, or coming into this reading. It feels like it's going to shift things. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's keep going. All right. Welcome to you if this is your first time here. We're going to go ahead and dive into what's going well for you and what's going well for you over the next 2 weeks here. Okay, give me 1 second here. Spirit wants to cut the deck. My dog's over there. He's sleeping and resting right now, which is good. Okay. Is this the card? Speaking of sleeping and resting, exactly. The moon. Oh my gosh, I love when that happens. Like, you know, Spirit just works in these kind of ways. Yeah, okay. All right, so I feel like, okay, whatever this is, I feel like it's going to give you an ability. Okay, how do I explain that? I think once it comes up and it's processed and it, you know, you self-care through it and you're healed through it, I feel like for whatever reason, you're able to like rest better and sleep better. It's almost like something like you've been needing to know and finally like almost getting the answer to something is what it feels like. It's almost like, you ever had those moments where where you've questioned things and been like, did that actually happen? Or, you know, did my parents like lie to me about this thing that, you know, I remember from my childhood, and you finally like the memory comes up and then you're like, oh yeah, no, that was real. And, you know, there's some healing that needs to happen for it because obviously like, you know, that brings up a lot with it and probably a lot of different like feelings that, you know, aren't so cozy, right? But then after you kind of get through that period, it feels really nice because something that was in the dark comes to light, and it feels like you're able to actually like kind of move forward. It's almost the same feeling as like when you're going through something and you can't quite name it, and then you finally have a name for it. It like, I'll just give this example, but it's not perfect. It's just the one like Spirit's like, you can share that. It's like for the longest time, I had no idea like what my experience was as, and in terms of the patriarchy, I would be labeled as a highly sensitive person. And so when I finally came across that sort of term and kind of everything that came with it, after having these like experiences for so long in my life, I felt like it kind of like settled something in my system a bit. So that's kind of what I'm called in terms of the patriarchy, but I'm actually like a medium and so much more than that. So these are actually how my gifts manifest. And so I don't know, it feels very similar to that. It's almost like something that you're like, why has it been this way? Or I've always felt this way. And then suddenly like something just kind of like clicks or shifts into place. And like you get this like memory back and you're just like, oh, so that's what it was, and this is real, and now I'm able to like move forward. It feels very healing. There's something really healing about it. But it does feel like when something's like, yeah, I see it, Spirit. When it's almost the like feeling of when something's like unearthed, like coming up, because these roots are coming through really strongly. It's like when something comes up and it's unearthed, and you're like, oh, well, shit, you know. that's what this energy feels like. So something is being unearthed. I'm gonna write that down. Hey, buddy. Thank you. He was resting and then he just went to licking his paw. So he always does that when I do these readings, which is interesting because the energy is just swirling around and he's feeling it. So, all right, Spirit, let's go deeper. Which deck? This one? All right. Let's keep going, because yeah, that feels right. I want to know more about this and like what Spirit has to say. Which card? Yeah, okay, cool. So we got the sun. Is this upright? Yeah, we got the sun. Good. That's exactly it. I really like this. It says healing energy, happiness, comfort, joy. I like it. Yeah, I feel like this is what's on the other side of this after you go through that. But it does feel like you have to like pass through some healing with this. But honestly, this feels good. I do like where you're going to end up with this. And this self-care is coming in reverse, only to say Spirit really wants you to like focus on self-care as you kind of navigate this like unearthing that's happening in the, it's almost like I said, it's like coming out of the subconscious into the conscious realm. It's like coming out of the moon, the darkness into the sun, right? You see it? Yeah, that's exactly it. Okay. I really like that. I really like that energy. And for whatever reason, it feels like something where, again, eventually you'll be able to like rest fully because you're like, oh, that's what it was. Good. I got it. I understand. So if you're having an experience like this, like this is definitely your reading. And if for any reason this isn't resonating with you, like feel free to check out a video for one of your other signs. But this, yeah, this feels like something you've been trying to like almost name or put words to or have like affirmed or confirmed as real is what I'm hearing. It feels like something like that happens over the next 2 weeks for you. This is really good. Do you have more on this? Okay, let's keep going. This deck? Okay. All right, we're gonna switch decks. Yeah, and you're just like, it just brings this happiness. Is it a happy memory? I'm hearing yes. I feel like there's happy. So let me be specific, because it feels like there's happiness attached to this memory. Now, whether this memory is happy or not, it doesn't really matter. It feels like for whatever reason, again, you end up happy about this, that it like you end up processing it and it comes to light. Yeah. You want this bottom card? All right, so we got the Page of Pentacles. That's in reverse. Keep going. Totally. Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. You want this one too? Okay. Okay. So we got a lot of cards. Give me 1 second here. We got a lot of cards. I'm going to pull them into your view, but I am struck by the fact that we did get the Ten of Cups here. Which again, it feels like it's aligning with the sun energy. The Ten of Cups is one of the best cards in the deck in tarot, okay? And the sun is as well. Like, just in general, the sun tarot card is. This is from an oracle deck, but again, it's coming in with the same energy, so, or similar energy rather. So that feels really good. I'm seeing 11:11 on the clock. So that could be an angel number for you right now. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. Is this upright? I'm hearing yes, and it's also reverse. Okay. Okay, I feel like we're getting more specifics here, maybe about this memory. We have the Ace of Wands, upright. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and we have the Hermit upright. And again, this is definitely speaking to like an unearthing process, like something deep and eternal. This is coming through as like something that's subconscious that's coming to light. You see with the lantern here, it's almost like this person is doing like an inner trek or inner journey into their inner world somehow, and they're kind of unearthing what's here and kind of shining a light on it. Okay, you see that? That's how this is coming through. So I'm getting the sense for someone here, this feels specific, that you've been like actually kind of on this journey through your healing. Like maybe you've been bringing this to your healer as like something you've been kind of working with, and it feels like there's just the energy here of some sort of like breakthrough. It's a bit of a breakthrough energy, I'll be honest. That's kind of what it feels like. It kind of comes into conscious awareness, and then I don't know, there's a happiness here. We have the Ten of Cups. Something feels really happy here. And the Ten of Cups, this is definitely like connecting into emotionally. Like it feels like really good is what I'm hearing, to finally have it spoken. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So I'm hearing it feels good to finally have it spoken. So I don't know specifically what that means, but it feels like whatever's coming up, yeah, this does feel like, for whatever reason, it is in a form of connection. This memory, whatever it is, it feels like it's related to being in connection somehow. So the Three of Pentacles speaks to like group dynamics, or speaks to like connections with, again, more of a collective energy. For whatever reason, this is coming through just as connection. So in general, it's speaking to anyone who's watching this as like linked to connections. Okay. But there is a slice of this that feels really specific to family for someone. Like I said, like I was giving that example earlier, like I was giving it for a reason, but Spirit was giving that. And so, yeah, this does feel like it's linked. This is for whatever reason, and it's something about the Ten of Cups as well. It's coming through as like family, because the Ten of Cups can link into family. I also link the Ten of Cups upright into Cancer energy. Because on the traditional version of this card, you would actually see a very similar to what you see here, but you would see a family underneath this like rainbow. And they're just like happy and all of that, which does speak very much to like the Cancerian archetype of family and the emotional like feeling of home. Okay, so that's why I link it to the Ten of Cups, but that's how, what I'm trying to say is how it's coming to family. Okay, so this is linking into family for someone. It's also coming in reverse because I do feel like for someone, this is around an unhappy family memory. This feels like the Ace of Wands is coming in both upright and reverse. Like in reverse, it's coming in repressed. Okay, it's like a repressed family memory of some sort. But upright, it's coming through as like it's almost like this Ace of Wands is connected to this Hermit, almost like as if this wand, like as if this staff had like a fire on top of it too, and like this person's like journeying into their inner realm. It's kind of the fire behind the motivation to go deeper, if that makes sense. That's what this is coming in as, and it's kind of linked to. But it's also coming through, like I said, with that Ace of Wands in reverse, it's coming through as an element of suppression, like you would suppress a fire. That's what it's coming in as. Yeah. And that may actually be part of the memory. This may for someone be energy around anger and frustration and feelings like that were suppressed in the home. Okay, so that feels really specific, but yeah. Okay, so I see that, Spirit. Okay, so there's been some sort of suppression, repression of either feelings, because I'm definitely, again, getting some cup energy here, so and the moon. They're both coming, because the moon also links into Pisces. It also links, and I also link it into Cancer, because this, again, is the ruling planet for Cancer. So really interesting. There's a lot of like Cancer vibes here. So I don't know if you have like other Cancer placements or connected with Cancer, which you don't have to be, that's for someone specific. But yeah, did you hear that? Okay, that was my upstairs neighbor coming up the stairs. I have a set of stairs right here. And it was vibrating the floor as well. I feel like for whatever reason, this is definitely coming through as like anger for someone. I don't even think that sounded angry. That's just like, Spirit is like kind of punctuating it with the footsteps. It's like, I don't even know if you heard them, but I heard them. So, but yeah, that's, okay. I'm hearing for someone, a parent tantruming, or a parent or a caregiver who was always angry. Okay. And that meant like then maybe you potentially didn't get to have any of your anger expressed. Okay. Do you want to keep going? All right, let's keep going. Okay, which deck? This deck? Wow, okay, so we're just like unraveling some of this right here, which is fascinating. So let's keep going. And and the thing is, yeah, it feels like there's a memory coming up, but that may also be like, I feel like it's going to be keyed off by maybe a situation. Okay, yeah, I hear you, Spirit. I feel like it's going to be keyed off by a situation that happens in your present time that kind of like almost like triggers you into remembering this. Okay. I feel like that's what it is. And I feel like there's a set of conditions right now that I feel like are aligning over the next 2 weeks. Oh, that's interesting. I'm getting goosebumps just saying that, because that's what it feels like. Yeah, it's aligning. There's some sort of alignment, which is, I'm actually seeing, interestingly enough, with the crystals here in this card, it's coming through as like an alignment. Very similar actually to like the phases of the moon and the moon cycle. I don't know why, that's what Spirit's showing me, is if this were the phases of the moon, and like, I don't know, it's coming through as alignment. I told you I'm a medium. I don't even I don't even be keying off these cards sometimes. Like, it's just like, these cards are nice to have, but So sorry. It just, yeah, that's what it's coming through as. I hope that's making sense though. And I hope some of it's showing on these cards. But that's the energy I'm feeling. So I feel like there's something that sort of like connects. It's almost like connecting the dots, or there's like for whatever reason, this is coming through as like a connection right now. This wand, it's almost like threading the two events, like the one that's happening in current state to your past and what it is that's being repressed. But something comes up that I feel like, yeah, it surfaces this memory. It unearths this memory. And I feel like for whatever reason, this feels really liberating. You know what I'm laughing at is that I drew, I like to like sit and just take a moment and kind of see, I draw a little bit as I'm like, I have a notes page for you all and for each of my readings. And I like to like sit and draw a little bit to see like if any additional messages want to come up from spirit. And so it's funny because like for you, Libra, I drew a little, what looks like a little butterfly before we started this reading. And like these little flowers. And it's funny because that's actually what's on this card here. You see that? Yeah, so there's something around the butterfly. So I feel like this it feels like an energetic shift, like because this memory comes up and you're able to now see it, be able to like heal it or resolve it or actually like work with it somehow. It feels like it just creates some sort of like transformation for you. And again, there's a lot of like happiness on the other side of this. It just feels like that. I like it. Let's keep going. I'm just struck by the fact that like I said, I just feel like it's real strong. It's real strong here. All right, let's keep going. You want that one? Oh, they like threw this one at me. Hold on. The Empress. Is this upright? Yeah, and this is your card, Libra. I linked this with you and Taurus. So yeah, I mean, I like it. I don't know what else to say. I like it. It feels really good. It just feels like this unlocks something for you. This is interesting because I don't even know if this is a thing, but they're showing me this like lantern as if it has a key. And like you would have to like open it for some reason. Why are you showing that to me, Spirit? I don't know. I don't even know. Is that a thing? I don't know. But like a lantern with a key. But that's what they're showing me. Is like, it's like, oh, okay. I see it, Spirit. I feel like you're unlocking some sort of wisdom. Okay. Over the next 2 weeks here through whatever is like being unearthed. Yeah. And it just feels like it's almost like I'm deep diving. This is coming through right now. I don't know if you see what this person is holding. But it's coming through as like a magnifying glass right now. That's what Spirit is showing to me. So it's almost like you've been doing the deep dive. It's almost like this person is coming through as like an explorer through the jungle is what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. It's like they're an explorer through the jungle and like have been searching for this memory. Oh, that's the Page of Pentacles, which I forgot to even talk about. Okay, how did I freaking forget this card? I straight up forgot this card, but you see, okay, it's the same energy. You see, it's kind of like jungle-like, both of these cards. Yeah, and they're both like connected in, because like I said, I linked this into Taurus, and Taurus is connected in with the Pentacles. So it's all the same energy, okay? But it's coming through as very like earth. It's like unearthing, earthy. Yeah, unearthing, totally. And this feels really good for you. Yeah, in reverse. It's like in reverse into upright. It's like they're showing me the animation of this person like pulling up the pentacle out of the earth. And like, oh, I found it. That's really cool. Almost as if you were like a memory hunter or treasure, like, if the memory is like linked to treasure. It's like really cool. I really like that. Okay, keep going. Do you want this deck? You want this one? Okay, switching decks, one moment. Okay, they want to go deeper into this 10 of Cups in reverse. Just give me a second. We're going to pull probably another card or two, which is linked to that memory in the past. That feels, it feels like an uncomfortable memory. Like I said, it feels uncomfortable. Okay, ready? So we have the Four of Pentacles. Is that in reverse? In reverse. Yeah. Yeah, that's totally destabilizing. And the Four of Cups. Yeah. Okay. I've never seen this card. Yeah. This memory just feels like, I feel like the feelings it's going to bring up are going to be some grief. So the Four of Cups is coming through as grief right now. Which is why I just get the sense that, like I said, if you have a healer or a healing form you're using, or to be in connection with, yeah, this is part of the energy. It's so interesting. Okay. To be in connection with, you know, your community or whatnot. It just feels like there's going to be a lot of grief that's unearthed here. But like I said, there's something about this that feels like cathartic. Like it's just like, finally, it's like almost like it's released. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I get it. Released from your body, because the Pentacles can relate to like the body, because it's like the material, earthly form of our spirit. So it just, yeah, it feels like for whatever reason, it's almost like releasing something from you. And like I said, you're then able to rest. But whatever this memory is, it feels like it's kind of destabilizing. It's kept you let me be specific. Is that how you want to say that? It's kept you destabilized is what spirit wanted me to be very specific on that. And so because the Four of Pentacles in the upright version speaks to kind of like alignment. It speaks to like, there's a stability to the Four of Pentacles, and in reverse, it's coming through as very destabilized. So I feel like, yeah, be gentle with yourself, like take care of yourself. Like spirit knows that this is going to be deeply healing for you. Like that Sun energy and that Empress energy could not be stronger here. Like it feels like it's going to be deeply healing for you to finally have this unearthed and finally be able to like see it clearly, is what I'm hearing. And spirit really wants you to take care of yourself, like your physical body, to like I said, connect with folks who can support you, with spiritual, emotional elements of this as well. But I just feel like there's something feels like it's being released here, and it feels really, really good on the other side of this, Libra. Okay, so I think that's where we're going to end the general reading. Do you want anything else? Okay, so we're gonna leave off the general reading here, because this feels like it's pretty complete in terms of what you need to know for the next 2 weeks. But do we need an extended? Okay, they want to go into an extended. So I feel like there's a whole deeper level to this. So I don't know if you're working on this memory and you just want some more information about what it is. I feel like the extended will be helpful with some of it. But I'm just going to open up to spirit and see what else they want to talk about. No matter what, I hope this has been helpful for you. So I'll have the information on the extended. I have that below in the description box, as well as my the link to my website for personal readings right now. So if you'd like your own personal reading with me, feel free to check that out. But yeah, I hope this has been helpful for you. And if it has, like, it would be helpful for me if you would like this video or subscribe or share it, whatever feels comfortable for you, if anything. Okay. But yeah, I so appreciate you being here with me, Libra. And I want to thank Spirit for sure for this message. But I'm wishing you a lot of just gentleness and kindness and self-care and self-love as you kind of navigate what's coming up over the next 2 weeks. It feels really important for you, and it feels, like I said, like it's going to be incredibly abundant and just stabilizing on the other side. Okay. All right, Libra, I'll see you at your next reading. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.